are Becca, the narrator, a college student and nanny to Whitney's 2-year-old twin grandchildren. Whitney, the owner of an Asheville art gallery, not happy doing the sole support of her grandchildren. Brandon, a young Cary Grant lookalike, assigned to sell cars door to door. Richard Windsor, Brandy's boss and Whitney's ex-fiancé. This excerpt picks up at page 4, after Brandon has made a cold call at Whitney's house. So, you know, Whitney tells me things, like about why Richard broke their engagement. Once she said when she thinks of Richard, the wheels in her brain start turning so fast she feels like they're going to run off the track. It would give me such pleasure, she'd said, to screw that son of a bitch. And she held up that long, fire and iced middle finger. She told me Richard left her because of the twins. She figures the only reason he wanted to marry her in the first place was her arty gallery owner image. She used air quotes. That some of her classiness, air quotes again, would rub off on him. Her theory is that Richard likes older women because their ovaries have dried up. Can't stand to live with babies, so he dumps her as soon as her son dumps the twins. When she tells me this stuff, she says, "This is material for your book." That's her little joke. Like, I'm not writing a book, at least not yet. But she's certainly giving me lots of drama if I ever do. I mean, I'd rather not know everything she tells me, but far as I know, she doesn't have anyone else to talk to. I mean, you know, I feel sorry for her, sometimes. Anyway, last week I'm studying late. Actually, I turned off Cary Grant when I heard the Thunderbird's brakes. Someday she's going clear through the back of that garage. "I've got more for your book," she says, first thing after she comes in. So here comes more drama, I think. She tells me she just saw Richard at an opening in Asheville. Like, I've never met Mr. Bigwheel, but from what I've heard, I'm not surprised when she says he was with some big city woman. Mink and diamonds up to here, 5 years older than Whitney minimum, and so many facelifts she looks like she's walking into a headwind. And, Whitney tells me, he has the gall to introduce me as the grandmother of 2-year-old twins. And he laughs when he tells this bitch that I'll be on his used car lot soon, shopping for a minivan. Can you believe that? I mean, Whitney's convinced that a woman who drives a minivan has lost everything to mom jeans, soccer leagues, and the PTA. So she's plenty pissed the night she's telling me all this, even if it's almost 2 years after he walks out. Like, I have to listen to her till she finally calms down and goes to bed. So she's eyeing this Brandon guy when she asks, "Did Mr. Windsor send you over here?" He's all confused now. "No, ma'am, this is a new service being offered by the agency. We personally show our automobiles to people we think might have an interest. The sales personnel are free to select potential owners." So we read about that in Sunday's business section. They used Windsor as an example of the kind of dealers who are trying it out, hoping to boost their sales during the recession. They're people who drive around and scope out the better neighborhoods. They take cars to houses that might be good prospects, like selling vacuum cleaners or brushes door to door in those old movies, right? Times must really be tough if Mr. Windsor has to sell cars door to door, Whitney had said, when she read about this new sales technique. What a pity. But she smiled as she said it. So anyway, this Brandon, he totally looks like Cary Grant, goes, "Ms. Harris, I've been authorized to offer a significant trade-in for the right vehicle, and we have an irresistible deal on this 2010 SUV. He points to the huge car in the driveway. "It was a special order," he goes, "but the developer who wanted it went bankrupt. He's on a roll now. Your bird is a true classic, and I'm sure you'd like to have a vehicle that provides you more comfort, in addition to convenience and safety. I'd be happy to show you this model," and he waves his hand at the monster in the driveway. "I don't know," Whitney says. She's playing cozy now, but her wheels are really turning. My Bird is a classic, but the kids' whining is getting louder from their room, so Brandon asks a little test drive, and looks like he's got a live one. Well, just then the twins come running into the foyer. So right now, right here, the twins aren't your typical TV car commercial babies. Tammy is driving her bunkie that she takes everywhere, dirty and smelly and ragged. Timmy has taken off his diaper and has on just his undershirt. Wee wee, Tammy says, pointing at Timmy's bare butt. She's the verbal one. They both have clown faces of grape Kool-Aid and chewed figurines. Whitney believes in nutrition, but only when it's convenient. She says if the kids want something and keeps them quiet, let them have it. Tammy and Timmy wrap all 4 arms and legs around my legs and whine. They're expert whiners, but like they know better than to attach themselves to Whitney. A friend asked her once what she wanted her grandbabies to call her. Ms. Harris, she snapped, perfectly serious. Brandon's seeing all this, and he steps back to the edge of the porch and crosses his arms. So, I know body language. We study it in psych. And I know as soon as the twins show up, he starts to change his mind about showing that car. If you can give Becca a minute to dress the children, we'd all be delighted to go for that test drive. How about a little trip up the Parkway? Whitney says in her art gallery voice. The Blue Ridge Parkway is like one of her favorite spots in the whole world. Brandon backs down and says.